Hi, welcome to today's article breakdown. So today I'm going to analyze Dossetto's article on Postmark. So this is the article. This is a listicle about a software about the alternatives of SendGrid. So first, why did I choose to break this article down to analyze this article? My reason is this article I think is the perfect example of the match or the combination of a, a keyword led content, a product led content, and a unique content, or not a copycat content. So this is the perfect example of that. Why? Because this article is a keyword led article. Theo said it in one of her podcast episodes with Ryan Law. And this is a product led because um, their product was featured here, and yeah. So their product is featured here, and this is a unique content because Fio Ma, Fio did a great job um, differentiating her article to what's already ranking on the search results. So that's why I chose this article. Next, so to give some context, the goal of this article, as Fia said in one of her newsletters, that the goal of this article is to drive clicks, drive sign-ups for Postmark. As you can see here, there is this button to try Postmark for free. And to showcase Postmark and to show how Postmark is different than the alternatives or than the competitors. So, okay, so let's start. So, what I'm going to do is to determine the decisions or the thinking behind creating this article. Okay, so FIO to rank for for the SERPs, FIO matched the search intent by typing her keyword on Google, and then she said in one of her newsletters that the search intent was most of the articles are lists, and then of course because this is a SendGrid alternatives, but they most of the articles talk about over 10 alternatives, and they and most of the articles or many of the articles are shallow, so they feel like a consolidation, a copycat of so they are a consolidation, or they feel like copycat content. So okay, so what Fio did here is, so how this article is unique. How did Fio made this article different than what's ranking on SERPs? Firstly, um, um, after reading this, I it feels like it's written by a human being. That's the first thing. As a reader, that's what I felt. So this is written by a human being. This can't be written by AI. So that's what I felt. And then the angle here is um, the angle here is she asked, instead of consolidating the what people are talking about in SERPs, she she consulted with the top executives from her company to give their expert insights. So, for example, so the angle here is instead of consolidating information from the existing search results, from the existing articles, she asked she interviewed or she asked questions to the experts, to the subject matter experts in their company. So heads of product, deliverability here. Um, so basically, she asked this question based on what you know about our customers, who they switch to and from, and the state of the market slash industry. Which providers would you name as SendGrid competitors? So this is the angle here. So this is wh- so as I've said, this is the perfect combination of a keyword-led content, a product-led content, and unique or anti-copycat content. This is the antithesis of a copycat content. Why? Because it's not a copycat content. How? Because Fio, because Fio focused, Fio chose a unique angle here. So she asked questions to subject matter experts in her company. So this is their take. So this article is basically, no one can write this article better than us because no one can write this article. So because no one can write an article about what what about Postmark's opinion or take on the best SendGrid alternatives, right? So yeah, so because of that, okay. So this is a unique point of view. This article is um, the product of several people's thinking or judgment. So this is what made the article unique. Yes. So so that's one of the thinking behind why I think this article is ranked for on the search results and also got some new signups. Okay, so let's go with the craft. So firstly, Fio talked about what to address an objection here. Um, she's just basically saying here that this will not be uh, the most objective um, article because um, she wrote this here. Ours is the only email delivery service we know inside and out. Therefore, we can only recommend with absolute confidence. But we also know from talking to thousands of existing and potential customers that what you need may be different from what we offer. Yes, yes, it's true. So basically, she's saying that, okay, our product might not be the best fit for you, and it's okay. So she's not pushy. She is acknowledging the fact that she can't be the best option for every person who's reading this article. And that's why if and and she also said here, if that's the case, you will probably find this in-depth list helpful. So yeah, so she's basically so the effect of for the reader here is basically, okay, so she's being honest, or she's BS free because she's not pushing her product. She's not claiming that their product is the best here. So okay, let's give this a go. So this reminds me of my my experience selling insurance policies because every time I see or I talk face to face with a client, the first thing that I say is, thank you for giving me the time. thank you for accepting. Um, um, so this reminds me of my experience selling insurance policies. Every time before I present or before I talk, before I interview a potential a prospect, I always say that um, I just want you to know that I'm not going to sell you anything. I'll I'll just ask you some questions, and then if at the end you'll see that we're a great fit, then we'll move forward. So that's basically killing or handling the objection before the presentation. So the more you handle objections before the presentation, is the less resistant the the person you're talking to will be. So this is what Fio did here, and she did a great job. Yeah. So um, these sound effects, it makes me feel that it's written by a human being. So she's bold because not all people will do this, but she successfully convinced her team to go this route. Okay, so also she gave a free handy spreadsheet of the comparisons between the alternative softwares. So this is basic. So this is very helpful because if you are someone who's considering which software to use, so some of your questions will be answered by just consulting this spreadsheet, and then um, okay. So this one humanization. Hi with an emoticon. Um, okay. So what else did I like here? What else? Lightning fast. Okay, she basically showcased the pros and cons. So she went the SaaS product and then pros and cons route. Okay, so there's another way of doing this. You talk about one feature, for example, lighting fast. Who's the winner? Okay, Postmark. Okay, so that's like battling. So that's one that's one option for if you are talking about two SaaS products. I did that with FBA versus FBM. Um, so yeah, so basically that's what I like here. That's what I think made the difference here. Also this one. So this gives a human element to this content. Um, Showed pictures of the people, so it stirs your emotion. Oh, okay, so these are the people behind here. So it's one way to humanize your content, to give, to steer, to spark emotions. Um, yeah, so that's what else? What's the decision here? What are other critical decisions here aside from that? Okay, so she did that so she did not she did not write a final thoughts section, a long and summative final thoughts section. Instead, it feels like, phew. So we reached the end. We made it, friends. Here's the comparison spreadsheet once again. Okay. So that's all. So those are the thinking that made the difference here in this article. So to review, first is the angle. So the angle here is it's not a consolidated article, but this is a list from a group of experts from Postmark. So this is unique. No one can write a better article than Fio or no competitor can write a better article than this. And then she she addressed an objection here, and the objection to reduce resistance. So this is not going to be an objective, the most objective list. And second is, um, our product may not be the best fit for you, and it's okay. So you'll find this list helpful. Then humanization, this one, this is a very helpful. This makes this reduces the cognitive load for the reader. This one. So this is one way to give value to the reader, to reduce, what you call this. So there is this framework from Alex Hormozzi. So there's value is equal to time. I mean, no, no, no. The value is equal to dream outcome times perceive, you call this, something, and then perceive likelihood of achievement, and then divided by time and effort. Well, time and effort. So basically, time and effort is directly proportional or indirectly inversely proportional to value. So the more you reduce time or effort, the more value you provide. So this one did a great job to add value to for the reader. And the unique angle, as I've said, humanization, um, humanization here, uh, and this emoticons is like style, voice, or unique. It's different. It's Fio style. And lastly, this no, we call this no long-winded final thought section. And so that's it. So Fio managed to rank on, so as she said on her podcast, as of August 2023, so it's like a month ago, this article is ranking first on search results. Okay, so that's it for today.